Hi, I'm Diana Harlan-Stein, and this is my inking on tracing paper movie. First, I start with some nice reference pictures. I've decided to do a little steampunk thing, and I like all the old clothes, so I got out my nice book. This is a copyright-free book. It has all kinds of lovely reference source materials in it. I picked a nice one out, and I went off to make my pencils. Here I've got the nice pencils. I figure she's a gear princess. Okay, let's get started on the inking stuff. The first thing I do is I measure it for a standard mat size. I'm a huckster, I go dealing, I sell all of my lovely art prints, and I make a lot of prints, and I like to sometimes make certain that they all fit in a nice, easy to find mat board, easy to buy at Michael's. So what I have a tendency to do is I've got these extras. This one's got a little ding in the corner. So I go, oh, let's put this on top and see how it fits. You can see it doesn't fit. The very top of her hair, if I include the very bottom of her hand, doesn't quite squeeze in there. Because I do this all the time, I made up this nice piece of acetate. The acetate has all of the numbers for standard size mats that I use, 11.5 by 14, weight down to 5 by 7. With a 2-inch mat, which is easy for me to cut, I went ahead and drew the interior, the window, the openings. And I marked them all down on the acetate, and I drew them first in black and then in red and then in black and then in red so that I could see them easy. This is easy to slap on a piece of paper. This goes straight over the pencils. You can see which areas are outside of my drawing window space. It's easy to see everything that's discluded. The mat kind of blocks things, so I like using the acetate. And again, this doesn't quite fit. So I made a Xerox a little smaller, and I slapped this on top again and went, there, that's exactly what I want. I want to kind of fill the whole window. Makes me happy. So now I get out my tracing paper. I'm not loyal to any particular brand. Use them all. Whatever's cheapest, great. I slip my pencils underneath the tracing paper. Yeah, it looks kind of cloudy. Doesn't bother me. Raja! Raja, what are you doing on my desk? Come on, I was inking. Oh no, I have made a terrible mistake. Well, no big deal, because I haven't actually inked on the pencils themselves. I'm inking on this piece of tracing paper. I can wad that up, I can throw it away. No big deal. Actually, I have a tendency to save the old pieces of tracing paper, because then if I'm doing little designs or little transfers, I can go ahead and use it again. It doesn't matter if there's a part of a face on it. It just makes me happy. So here I am, building the picture, a little here, a little there. I go back and forth, makes me happy. Oh, there are times that I will draw on top of the tracing paper because I can see, oh, I wanted to make this straighter, or I wanted to do these other things. So I just kind of get my pencils out, slip a little piece of paper underneath sometimes. That way you can see it easy. Here I am, inking, 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 inking. It's a very simple process. Use whatever inks you like. At the very end, make sure you erase your pencils that you put on top, and then we're done. Simple. Now, I like to Xerox the final image onto gray paper, because if I'm working in my colored pencils, it makes me shade down and highlight up, so I'm working harder and I got a lot more levels going on inside of the picture. So here's a little blue jay firebird that I drew in my sketchbook. You can tell it's my sketchbook. Then I took it to the printer and I sized it so that it was pretty well sized. Here I am comparing, making sure my size fits. This is a little 8 by 10 picture, fits in real nice. Then I went ahead and did the inking, and here it is all done, inking, and here it is all done. Yay, looks pretty, good boy. Now, if you are very successful at this, you can sell your pencils, and you can sell the inks, and you could sell the originals. And that way, there's good return on all of the time that you put in. That is, if you're really successful. Well, get yourself some cheap tracing paper. Get started. Thank you. Bye-bye.